Assalamu alaikum. If there was any doubt about the end of Western civilization, it should now be gone. For over 650 days, the West has aided and abetted genocide in Gaza, arming, funding and diplomatically shielding Zionist atrocities. And with the US now imposing sanctions on Francesca Albanese, the UN Special Rapporteur for Palestine, and one of the world's most courageous voices for Gaza, any remaining illusions stand shattered. Western civilization is truly dead. Its so-called values, justice, human rights and free speech, protection of the oppressed, lie buried beneath the rubble of Gaza alongside its victims. From the ICC prosecutor Karim Khan to the ICJ judges threatened for ruling against Zionism, to Palestinian advocacy groups shut down or criminalised, to the UN human rights champions like Francesca Albanese, the West has witch-hunted anyone daring to stand for the truth. Today, led by dictators in suits, whether Biden or Trump makes no difference, the message is clear. It's our way or the highway. The hollow slogans of democracy, human rights and free speech were long discarded in the dustbin of history for political expediency and Zionism interests. Perhaps the only difference now is that more of us are finally awakening to this brutal reality. On the other hand, they reward the genocide darling of the West, Benjamin Netanyahu. He is celebrated, invited to parliaments, grand-standing ovations and given billions in military aid to continue his massacres. And he is not alone. Take Narendra Modi as an example, responsible for the pogroms against Muslims in Gujarat, systematic oppression of Kashmiris, and the rise of violent Hindutva fascism across India. Yet the West hails him as a strategic partner. Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, butchered Jamal Khashoggi, bombed Yemeni children for years, has jailed scholars and activists across Arabia, yet embraced by the West as a modernizing ally. Abdul Fattah al-Sisi massacred thousands, imprisoned tens of thousands, rules Egypt by fear, yet showered with Western praise and military aid. They sanctioned Francesca Albanese for reporting genocide. They threatened the ICJ judges for daring to rule against Zionist crimes. They criminalized Palestinian solidarity organizations in Europe. But war criminals, genocide mongers and Arab dictators, they are honored guests, strategic allies and champions of Western interests. The truth is, none of this should surprise anyone who truly understands the political reality of the West. Their slogans of freedom, human rights and justice are but a mirage, a thin veneer concealing the ugly face of colonialism and capitalist greed. Recent events have merely unmasked this truth once and for all. The world must take heed, especially the Muslim world, which still naively clings to international law, Western institutions, and the United States as brokers of justice. Today, as the West intensifies its intimidation, silencing every pro-Palestine voice and trying in vain to extinguish any remaining courage, we must stand taller, shoulder to shoulder with Francesca Albanese, with Gaza, with Palestine, and with all those who speak truth to power. Because today it is them, and tomorrow it will be me and you. Finally, with the end of Western civilization, as people look desperately for true leadership, justice, human principles and values, it is time to usher in true and lasting change. And perhaps Europe itself can remind us how change unfolds. Constantinople was ruled by Byzantine Empire, Jerusalem under Byzantine rule and later by the Crusaders, and Spain, the Visigothic kingdom, were all once ruled by oppressive regimes, their populations crushed under persecution, exploitation, greed and tyranny. Yet historians record how local populations, religious minorities, peasants, scholars and oppressed groups welcomed Muslim rule. They invited it as a relief from centuries of injustice. Under Islam, these lands flourished, societies prospered, and their golden eras emerged, based upon justice, mercy, knowledge, and accountability before God. It is time for the golden era of humanity to re-emerge once again upon the ashes of this corrupt Western colonial civilization and through the mercy, justice and guidance of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.